All right, everybody. I think we are live. Welcome to your daily dose of awesome. Your live 15 minutes of daily motivation, inspiration, and education so you can get your day started right. Today we have a rock star with us, Mr. Misha Wilson. What is up, Misha? Can you hear me okay?
What's going on, Bernie? I got you loud and clear. How are you?
Good, buddy. All right, so today's gonna rock. We're having our No Excuses series. We're interviewing or actually not interviewing, having our speakers from the No Excuses Summit, which is happening next week, giving you a preview of what they're going to be teaching at our event. In fact, most recently, Misha has had his first $500,000 months. Yes, that's $500,000 in sales in his business. First time he's ever done that in his entire career. So part of the insight that you're going to get today and into No Excuses is how exactly Misha grew into having such a monster business. So before we get to Misha, I'm just going to quickly, for those of you who don't know who we are, my name is Fernie Savalas. I'm a lead generation and online marketing expert specializing in helping home business owners, that's network marketers, affiliate marketers, direct sellers, multiply their incomes using the internet. I built my first six-figure network marketing business within a couple years of discovering the information we teach here at Elite Marketing Pro. And over the past 10 years, I've been responsible for over 13, going on $14 million in gross income into my home businesses, and have helped our clients produce hundreds of millions of dollars collectively in their businesses as well. Obviously, Misha's crushing it, and he's about to show you what it is he's done over the past few years to grow to have such a successful online business in the affiliate space. And so if you're new to our broadcast, I highly recommend you subscribe. We have experts and marketers and 6, 7, and 8 figure earners like Misha on every single week. We do our most impactful training on this Facebook Live Daily Dose of Awesome show. So subscribing is really simple. All you have to do is on your phone, click on the video that's live. A little ellipsis symbol will show up in the top right corner. Click on that, and the menu will pop up where you can like us, follow us, and turn on live notifications so you get a little ping on your phone every time we go live. You can do the same thing on your desktop. You click on our logo, that'll take you to our fan page. Click like, and under following, make sure to turn on live notifications. So with that said, I want to just hop right into content with Misha. So Misha, how's it going, buddy?
What's going on, Bernie? Good to be on here, man. Thanks for inviting me out, and I'm looking forward to Vegas, man. I'm getting pumped up over here.
Yeah, man, me too. So Misha's going to be one of our featured speakers at the No Excuses Summit. I know, Misha, you woke up early for this. I know it's like 6 a.m. where you're at. Is that correct?
It's 7, but I usually wake up a little bit later, so it's definitely feeling early for me over here. But it's all good, man.
Yeah, so Misha's
anytime.
Misha, you're in Hawaii. You're 3 hours behind. So without further ado, I'm just going to let you take over and rock it, brother. Show people what exactly is a six-figure ecosystem and how they can create one themselves, starting from scratch.
Awesome. Cool. So before we dive in, just a blatant pitch for NES. If you haven't got your tickets for NES yet, get to NES. It was literally No Excuses Summit 5, just 3 years ago now. Time flies. That really changed everything for me. I showed up at that event. I didn't have actual money to actually get my plane ticket home, could barely pay for the hotel room, lived off one big meal in the all-you-can-eat buffet, and just kind of barely got by through NES 5. But that was really kind of the event that turned it all around for me, you know, taught me the skill sets, taught me strategies that I need to succeed, also gave me the self-belief that I needed in order to go out and take action. Got to meet Fernie, got to meet Tim, the whole gang, realized that they were awesome mentors that really, you know, wanted you to succeed, and really kind of allowed me to create my breakthrough. So if you haven't got your ticket for NES yet, absolutely get your ticket right now. So blatant little pitch, but to dive into the actual content, really what I'm going to be sharing at NES, more or less my entire business now, like Fernie said, you know, we just did $500,000 last month, and the month before that, we did just about that amount. And my entire business runs off a couple of different core sales funnels, right? Now, the context of the actual offer might be a little bit different now. Now we're selling higher ticket offers to existing customers versus, you know, that first sale on the front end to a new lead. But the actual sales processes are more or less the exact same sales processes that got me firstly, excuse me, to the six-figure mark in my own personal business, actually as an affiliate with Elite Marketing Pro, and promoting one of my other mentors, Dagan Smith's system way back in the day. So the tools, the tactics and strategies are universal depending on what level you're at. What you're actually offering to who is a little bit different, and that changes. So what I'm going to be sharing in depth at NES is what I call the six-figure affiliate marketing ecosystem. And it's kind of a sales funnel on steroids, right? It's the overall sales process that allows you to spend $1 in advertising and then make $1.50, $2, $3 back on the back end while building your list so you can scale your business. And when I got started online, traffic was never my huge strength, right? I was never good at Facebook ads. I got my first Facebook ads account shut down really quickly. I lost a bunch of money on PPV. What else did I try? Blogged almost every single day for a year. Couldn't get, generate leads to save my life. Same thing with YouTube videos. So I never really mastered some of the different platforms when it comes to traffic generation. But really kind of where I made up for it was focusing on the overall sales process that makes traffic profitable. And what you'll find is that if you focus on the sales process and if you refine the actual sales process, more or less the thing that you put traffic into, it's like putting gasoline into an engine, right? The traffic's the gasoline, the actual sales process is the engine. You can get the best gasoline in the world, but if you put it into, a Toyota Corolla or a Toyota Tacoma, it's never going to be able to compete with the Ferrari, right? So if you spend all of your time on the actual sales process, you can optimize that sales process, you can build yourself a Ferrari. And then if you get really good with traffic, like Fernie obviously is, if you get, all right with traffic, like I am at this point, you can spend $1 and you can scale your business very quickly based on being able to create that positive ROI, right? So just kind of a teaser for what I'm going to be sharing. The first actual step in my overall sales process as an affiliate way back when was just a very simple affiliate funnel, right? So firstly, to step back, there's 3 different kinds of traffic. There's more than 3, but there's traffic you own, there's traffic you control, and there's traffic you don't control, right? So traffic you control is paid traffic. You can actually pay someone to send traffic to your website. You can pay Facebook to send traffic to your website, but you control it, right? Traffic you don't control is people that, they happen to come to your blog. They happen to hit a YouTube video. They happen to stumble upon one of your articles that you've written, but you don't really have control over the process. You put a bunch of content out there, you hope for the best, but you don't control the actual act of getting that person over to your site. And then traffic you own is people who are on your email list. It's traffic that you own. You can send an email out, get 500 clicks, 700 clicks, 800 clicks whenever you want to whatever website you want, whatever offer you want, etc. That's traffic you own. So the first thing that you have to understand is that your primary goal always with all your traffic generation efforts should be converting traffic you control and traffic you don't control into traffic you own, because your email list is your single most valuable asset as an online marketer, right? I'd argue it's more valuable than any other social media platform, a following on social media. Once you have your email list, all of those other things can come very quickly if you put time and effort and energy into building them. Because you send an email, telling people that you just, started this Facebook group. That's what I do in my own personal business. And you can have, 5,000 people in that Facebook group, a month, 2 months later, if you're really consistent with telling people about that group. So firstly, always be focusing on trying to convert traffic you don't control and traffic you control into traffic you own. And how you do that is with just a very simple affiliate funnel, right? So a simple capture page, the sole goal of the capture page is to convert an actual website visitor into an email list subscriber, right? So you're not trying to pre-qualify them, you're not trying to indoctrinate them, you're not trying to wow them with testimonials, you're not trying to, show them a cool video of you on the beach, etc. All you're trying to do is get that person to convert into an email list subscriber. And what we found in my own personal business, at least with the traffic strategy that we personally use, is the best way to do that is to have a very simple capture page. Really, the simpler the better. You want to pique their curiosity, and then you want to do nothing to scare them away. So my old mentor, Dagan, along with you guys, of course, he talked about the analogy where your prospect is like a thirsty deer when they hit your capture page. And if there's a deer out in the forest and they see water off in the distance, they want to go and they want to drink the water, right? They're thirsty, they need that fix. But at the same time, if there's anything that happens to come up, they'll turn and they'll run and they'll bounce, much more quickly. And it's just, they'll be gone and they won't go and drink the water. So your prospect is like that thirsty deer. They want to opt in. If you do a good job with your headline, piquing curiosity, they want to take that action and opt in. But if there's anything on that capture page to scare them away, just like that deer, they'll turn and they'll run, right? And so you want your capture page very simple. You want it to, be kind of more or less bare bones, and lots of times actually uglier capture pages convert way better than prettier capture pages, at least in our own personal business, sending, solo ad traffic to a capture page, trying to convert someone into an actual lead. Now from there, a simple bridge page comes after that. So as an affiliate, you don't have control of the actual offer, all right? You want to be promoting something of high value with, people who are obviously behind the business, who have integrity with their marketing. Fernie and Tim and Matt obviously have a ton of integrity, and all of their offers are of extreme high value, but still you don't have control over the overall offer, and you're not going to be the person there talking, on the actual sales video, telling your story, and really kind of getting to know your list there. So what you want to do with your bridge page is you just want to introduce yourself to your actual audience, your new subscriber, let them know who you are, let them know what you're all about. And you want to pre-frame your offer and condition them to start opening emails, all right? So every single piece of your sales process should always be selling the next piece of your sales process. So on that video, let them know, I just sent you 3 awesome emails, or I'm going to send you 3 awesome emails. I just sent you an email with 3 awesome bonuses worth over $2,000. Be sure to go check out your actual email inbox right now, and be sure to tune in on a daily basis. And from there, be sure to check out the offer that comes next. It's the offer that took me from 0 to XYZ dollars in my business in just 3 months flat. And I know it can do the same for you. So just a very simple before and after 60-second sales hook on that actual bridge page can work really well. And then always be selling the next step in your overall sales process. Now, after you've used that bridge page, simply send over to your actual affiliate offer, that affiliate sales page. Let people convert at whatever rate they're going to convert at. And that's where you don't have as much control, right? So from there, you need to take it upon yourself to follow up and follow up really well. So usually from there, you'll have an indoctrination campaign, a set of emails that really the sole goal of those emails is to indoctrinate people on who you are, what you're all about, how you're going to help them, why it's valuable for them to keep opening up your emails. And usually that'll be, anywhere between 4 and 7 emails long. And again, you always want to be selling the next step in your overall sales process, right? So as an example, with my indoctrination campaign, I told a little bit of my story. I, told them tomorrow I'm going to share with you the one offer that changed everything for me and my business. Be sure to tune in, all right? So again, leave an open loop to condition them to open the next day. And then the next day, share that one offer, and then say, tomorrow I'm gonna share with you, a post or a series of 4 different blog posts, my best of blog posts that everyone who's ever read them, they've got a ton of value, and they absolutely, rave about the content. Be sure to open your email tomorrow in order to get the goods then. And then in the next email, you have another open loop, right? So again, you're conditioning and you're training your audience to take the next action step that you want them to take, which will of course lead to sales, and of course them getting more value out of your marketing, and of course purchasing your products and services that if you're selling the right product and service, they'll absolutely get value out of that. So firstly, understand that every single piece of your sales process should always be selling the next piece of your sales process. Not even, includes after you've made the first sale. So if you look at Fernie, if you look at Tim and EMP, they have the awesome, Ignition coaching program, which is an absolute killer training program, really kind of gives you everything you need to get your business off the ground and profitable, but also it's selling the next step of their business, right? Which is strategic, and it's awesome on their part. So always be selling the next step. And let me know with a quick yes in the comments box if that makes sense, because that's a huge kind of one of those, when you start actually implementing that in your business, you can start creating more of a movement, and you can start to kind of pick up, momentum with your business that much more quickly. So with your indoctrination series, once again, indoctrinate, lead with your best foot first, also offer bonuses. So as an affiliate, one of the easiest ways to make more sales than just about anyone else is to just offer a simple set number of bonuses, or 5 different bonuses for the first 25 people who decide to buy after they opt in, right? So offer bonuses. Scarcity is one of the most powerful selling triggers, if not the most powerful selling trigger. And again, you don't have control over the actual offer, right? But you do have control over your bonuses. And it's really easy to offer 10 bonuses, but then once again, only offer them to the first 10 people who go ahead and purchase. So you have an increased level of scarcity around those offers. And you can get people who are kind of on the fence, thinking about buying off the fence, and turn them into a customer, right? Now, from there, what we actually do, and just in our business now, we have more or less the exact same funnel. We don't have the actual bridge page just because I'm not the affiliate anymore, but we have the simple capture page leading to a sales page. The indoctrination campaign conditions them to open the next email and sells the next piece of the sales process. From there, what I did way back in the day as an Elite Marketing Pro affiliate is I actually had an automated webinar campaign. So what most people will do is they'll build their email list and they'll get people on their list and they'll just kind of, start mailing them. They won't even start mailing them with any thought actually put into what they're mailing. They're not trying to sell the next step of the sales process. They're not trying to condition their audience to open. They're not trying to build a relationship with the attractive character. They're just kind of copying and pasting and blasting emails out to their list, right? That doesn't work as well as you wish it would, and leads to a lot of people quitting, a lot of people saying, internet marketing doesn't work, which obviously isn't the case, considering me and Fernie are here hanging out on this call and we figured out how to do it, and I'm half retarded, right? So it could obviously work for just about anybody who puts their mind to it. But having said that, usually what I found is if you can't convert someone into an actual sale, via email, if you can't convert someone into a front end, trial $37, $27 sale, the best thing to do is to change the actual selling medium and change the context of the sale. So the more personal the selling medium, whether you're on the phone with someone in a one-on-one fashion, if you're at an event with someone like NES, if you're on a webinar with someone where you can speak to someone and say, hey, Betsy, hey, Karen, hey, Ace and Rich, those are a few of my members' names, right? And you can address them by name and you can, answer their questions live and you can get personal with them. The medium becomes more personal and you build more trust and you build more of a relationship with those people. And inevitably, based on that fact, you can sell a little bit of a higher ticket item and you can actually have an easier time selling a higher ticket item than if you're just trying to sell that $27 item through email all the time. So what I did is I got good at presenting webinars, or I got all right at presenting webinars. I'm still kind of only all right at it, I think. But I worked on refining that skill set, and I got to a point where I was converting just about 10% of my actual webinar attendees into sales for my Elite Marketing Pro business with one specific presentation. And what I did is I took that webinar and I actually automated it and I put it into a campaign where I believe I had 5 emails that pushed people. So people came into my funnel, came into my world through my simple affiliate funnel. They got pushed through my indoctrination campaign of emails. They then got pushed onto a different email list that promoted my automated webinar. And my automated webinar, more or less, it got people on with a hook, I think about list building, the topic was, so like insider list building secrets. I taught a bunch of stuff and then I gave the done for you solution with Elite Marketing Pro, and I wrapped all my bonuses up around Elite Marketing Pro. So I offered Elite Marketing Pro, and then I said, if you want personal coaching from me, if you want my private Facebook group, if you want 200 free clicks to your website, if you want my tested and proven capture page to build your own list, etc., you can get started with Elite Marketing Pro, but the bonuses disappear forever at the end of this webinar. So once again, incentivizing people to take action, incentivizing people who are thinking about it, who really like the offer, to get off of the fence with scarcity through a more personal selling medium. And I was selling the Elite Marketing dollar offer. And when you get that converting, when you get that webinar machine converting really well, you can convert a higher percentage of higher ticket sales than the actual low ticket sales through email. And it allows you to speed up the process through which you can spend $1 in advertising and then recoup $1 back on the back end. So I know webinars, it's one of those things that people get freaked out about. It's one of those things that people always kind of say they're not ready to do, at least with my own students. And you have to understand that you're ready when you tell yourself that you're ready, and you're ready when you get to more or less give yourself permission to host your first webinar. The first webinar is never going to be pretty. The first webinar I actually hosted, I had 10 people on. By the time I actually got to the offer and the pitch, I only had one person on the webinar. And the only reason that person was still actually on the webinar was because they wanted a refund of a product they had bought from me about a week earlier. And they couldn't get a hold of me via my support email because I guess they had missed my email. So they hung out. They, more or less stayed on that webinar till the very end just to ask for a refund. And I felt like a complete and total loser for, about a couple hours afterwards. But a year and a half later, I hosted a webinar, and we had a record webinar of just under 100K in sales through just about a 90-minute presentation, right? So it's about giving yourself permission to actually take the action and host that webinar. And then from there, understanding that you're going to suck at it at first, but the more quickly you can actually get into action mode, the better off you'll be. And the more quickly you'll get to that point where you can actually make sales really consistently with webinars. But just understand that it's one of the best selling mediums, and having an automated webinar campaign in place in my business as an affiliate completely and totally changed the game, because it allowed me to sell that higher ticket item, do it at a higher percentage, and create more cash flow so I could scale and then reinvest on the back end. Now, from there, my email subscribers, so I used a tool called Zapier. I now use Infusionsoft, not Zapier, excuse me. I actually use Aweber Pro Tools. So I was using Aweber. Aweber Pro Tools just allows you to tell, Aweber when they complete this campaign, put them on this campaign. When they complete this campaign, put them on this campaign. And I think Zapier actually allows you to do it too. We use it for a bunch of stuff on the back end now. But after they completed that automated webinar campaign, I brought them on a bulk bin mailing list. I'd send daily broadcasts. I'd send them out to my blog. I'd send them, through a consult funnel. I'd send them back to different webinars that I was hosting on a, usually bi-weekly basis way back in the day. And I just kind of try to build a relationship. I try to build know, like, and trust. I try to build that sense of authority as the leader to my audience. So I'd increase the likelihood of them going ahead and taking action and purchasing my products. Again, when you actually have the email list, you actually have that traffic that you own, it now becomes, more or less about converting them from cold traffic to warm traffic to hot traffic. So cold traffic, people who don't know who you are; warm traffic, people who know who you are but haven't bought in; and hot traffic, people who have bought and are likely to buy again, right? So you always want to be, once again, firstly, taking traffic you don't control and traffic you control, turning them into traffic you own, and then moving them up the ladder from cold to warm to hot with your actual email follow-up. So podcast episodes, YouTube videos, written blog posts, building off every single one of my small wins, sending my actual bulk bin, email list over to Facebook groups, letting them see me on Facebook, getting personal with them on Facebook, letting them see my face, my voice, watch videos, listen to my voice, excuse me. And again, just building at that relationship, right? Also sending people consistently through a consult funnel. So again, sometimes it's not the offer that people are opposed to, it's the actual, excuse me, it's the actual medium through which you're presenting that offer and through which you're, more or less selling that offer. So if it doesn't convert over a webinar, well, maybe you want to tweak the offer a little bit for sure. In my personal opinion, the offer is king, and you always want to work on the offer first. But don't hesitate, trying to actually send that exact same offer out through an actual consult funnel. So send someone over to a funnel where you, say, hey, Misha here, I want to give you a free strategy session to help us both win in our business. Give them a free strategy session, get them on the phone, help them out, and then present them with that same offer, represent, the bonuses that you went ahead and took away at the end of the webinar, and tell them, if they get started right now, you can go ahead and grab the bonuses, right? So you're always working your list from cold to warm, and then turning them into hot buyers who are likely to buy again in the future. And that was really how I did it. I had that simple affiliate funnel set up, but I had it set up in a strategic manner that really kind of sold the next step of the overall sales process. Actually, on that webinar presentation that I had, one of the things that I really stressed was the importance of having daily emails in their actual marketing. And I really planted seeds and kind of more or less told them to open my emails on a daily basis. Just, look at what the top earners are doing, et cetera. So once again, selling the next step of the actual sales process. From there, onto the bulk bin, turning them from cold to warm leads, building that know, like, and trust, building positioning through creating content in marketing. He who is teaching is naturally the authority. Using different selling mediums, getting personal with people over the phone, sending my daily, infotainment emails on a, very regular basis. And then from there, hosting regular webinars, offering the actual bonuses that I said they could grab if they took action that first time, and using scarcity in my overall marketing. And that was the actual system. That was like the step-by-step system that got me to 6 figures, the $10,000 per month mark. And again, we use really those exact same sales processes in our own business now. So as an example, right now, instead of having it, come after the actual simple affiliate funnel, we have a couple of different automated webinar campaigns that come after someone goes ahead and purchases a product from us. So if they purchase, a low ticket front end trial offer, we'll have an automated webinar that sells them a core offer somewhere, in between $200 and $997. So from there, if we have that person that has purchased, the $2,500 item, we have an automated webinar that sells them the next high ticket mentorship package, which is a $12,500 offer. We have, an awesome consult funnel that we use all the time that actually Fernie and Tim showed us and taught us how to use, that we have set up in our business that actually goes out on an, very regular automated basis to our new customers after a certain amount of time that they've been in our world. That again sells a higher ticket item, but it's the same methodology where we're changing the actual selling medium, creating awesome offers that people want to buy, that people genuinely get value out of. And again, always selling the next step in the sales process. So Fernie, if I go any longer, I'm not going to have anything to share at NES, but is that good for today?
Yeah, man. Wow. I think regardless of how much you share right now, people are going to need to be at No Excuses just to go deeper and slower into all of that. Like you shared a ton of information, and really, yeah. If you're going to be at No Excuses, you're going to have the opportunity to kind of slow everything down and dive deeper into some of these details. But I mean, the bottom line is Misha is a master at creating sales funnels, turning cold traffic into not only warm but super red hot leads that want what you have. And if those of you who are in the network marketing space wondering how does this apply to you, well, that simple affiliate funnel is how you basically can pay for your advertising. The reason why we advocate creating multiple streams of income, regardless of what opportunity you're with, is because A, multiple streams of income are cool, but B, you're able to cover your advertising when you can monetize the people that are not interested in your particular offer or opportunity. So what Misha's talking about is he talked about multiple offers. That's exactly what he means. And so whether you're doing affiliate marketing, network marketing, the bottom line is you're going to have to start with something that somebody else owns in terms of an offer, but then slowly over time build up to the point where you essentially create your own funnel. You create your own webinars to promote and sell whatever you want, your opportunity, your own products, your own coaching, whatever it is. So you have absolute freedom. And that's essentially what Misha's done. Not only has he been a monster affiliate for us, he's now built his own multiple six-figure monthly business. And that's because he was empowered with the marketing strategies and the methods that we teach here at Elite Marketing Pro and that he learned from his other mentors. And so, Misha, thank you so much for sharing everything you did. I think people can actually go back to this entire video over the past 20 minutes and kind of even put it in slow motion and just continue to learn from the thing they just watched because you just packed so much in. So thank you so much for being so generous, man.
Awesome, man. Yeah, thank you for having me on. And again, for network marketers, I mean, like you said, the same holds true, especially when it comes to the actual consult funnel and the webinar funnels. In my opinion, those are like two of the best tools that a network marketer can use to really bring people into their organization. Use that first funnel to break even, use the consult funnel to get people on the phone, get the right people on the phone so you're not dealing with rejection all day. And then again, the more offers you have, the more streams of income that you have, the more leverage you have, and the faster you can bring new pre-qualified prospects into your ecosystem to, of course, build your team that much more quickly. So I'm glad you touched on that.
Yeah, man. So if you want to dive deeper into this, kind of go into more detail, especially to learn how to build a consult funnel and affiliate funnel, that's exactly what we're doing at our No Excuses workshop. And will be the first thing I talk about during my opening presentation at No Excuses. So be there, guys. If you guys want to know more about what we're doing, go to elitemarketingpro.com or click on the link in the description for whoever who referred you here. And you can learn more about being in Las Vegas next week at the No Excuses Summit. Or if you can't make it for whatever reason, you can download our free Attraction Marketing Bootcamp. It's essentially a 10-day online recruiting course. It's going to show you how you actually build your business using the internet, using the strategies that Misha talked about, and dive into more detail, and ease your way into all this stuff so that, like Misha, like 3 years from this point on, you could be running your own multiple six-figure business if that's what you want to do and if you are that committed. I mean, Misha's by no means the norm. He's worked extremely hard to get to where he's at, but the point is, if you work extremely hard and you're constantly learning, you can literally go from zero to crazy success like Misha has in just a few short years if you truly commit, and that's a heck of a lot better than 40 years to retirement.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Have an awesome day. Take care, everybody. Thanks, Misha, for being on the Daily Dose of Awesome. And drop Misha a number 5 in the comments section to give him a high five for delivering the value that he did today, and also congratulating him on his extraordinary success. First $500,000 month last month and this past month. A total of $1 million basically over the past 2 months in his business, and he continues to grow. He's just really at the infancy stage in his business, and I'm really proud of you, man.
Awesome. Thank you, Fernie. Well, hey, I couldn't have done it without you guys, and I appreciate you guys. You guys bring so much value to the marketplace all the time that I'm just trying to keep up with you guys, man.
Awesome, man. We'll talk soon. Take care, everybody. Have an awesome day.